Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, selamat sejahtera bagi kita semua. Thank you very much for coming to this webinars. My name is Marina Kusumawardhani. I am the project manager of MIT RIP Java, who will also be the moderator of this event. This webinar is a result of a collaboration between our MIT RIP team from Indonesia with our RIP colleagues in Palestine. Because of course, one thing to be grateful about being at MIT is the possibility to tap into its global network. I am glad to see more than 1,000 participants registering in this Zoom session, especially after we experienced the so-called shadow ban when we tried to publish the event some days ago in Instagram. We tried everything to overcome this issue. We changed the word Palestine to watermelon emoji and changed the Palestinian flag into black and white. We spread the word through WhatsApp groups for the past 2 days. So the fact that we can make it here with 1,000 people shows the enthusiasm and care about Palestinian cause. I hope you will stay until the end of the program. We will have 1.5 hours of introduction, presentations, and Q&A, and also half an hour of informal sessions in the end. Dan untuk para peserta dari Indonesia, kalau belum follow Instagram kita di MIT RIP Java, tolong di follow karena akan ada pengumuman door prize di akhirnya dan juga kompetisi untuk beasiswa untuk pergi ke MIT di Cambridge. So a bit about RIP program at MIT. MIT has a mission to accelerate regional economic growth through innovation and entrepreneurship. In short, with MIT's guidance, we are trying to build entrepreneurship clusters like Silicon Valley in America, which in turn can accelerate economic growth in the country. However, to accelerate such clusters, we will need good ecosystem. This ecosystem, among others, consists of things like good government policy, university research, risk capital, high entrepreneurship culture, and basic fundamental things like political stability, market demand, etc. That's why Palestinian private sector is special, because how can you do business and entrepreneurship if your ecosystem is practically bombarded? We have witnessed in the past months and in the past years how Palestine stood fast facing bombardments, illegal settlements, war crimes, injustice, and instability in general. Palestine has become the global symbol of resilience, grit, and struggle for justice, which is why we are truly honored today to be joined by 6 distinguished speakers from Palestine: the Minister of Entrepreneurship and Empowerment of Palestine, Mr. Osama Al-Saadawi, as well as 5 co-founders and CEO of Palestinian startups. We hope we can answer these 3 things during the program today. Number 1, how does Palestinian business and entrepreneur cope with the crumbling of business ecosystem? 2, what can international community, especially Indonesia, do to support the Palestinian business community? And 3, what's the one thing you would like to say to Indonesian entrepreneurs? So I am giving the floor now to Mr. Osama Al-Saadawi, the Minister of Empowerment and Entrepreneurship of Palestine, and to Mr. Salman Subakat, our co-champion of MIT RIP Java and also the CEO of NSEI-ParagonCorp. Mr. Osama, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished entrepreneurs, good morning from the heart of Gaza under siege, and welcome to the first of what will be a series of events that will bring Indonesia and Palestine closer together. Today, we together here under the banner of innovation, empowerment, and economic development. Under these challenging conditions, we are proud to share those stories about Palestinian startups, and we are even more proud of the support we are getting from our brothers and sisters in Indonesia. After 75 years of occupation, Palestinians have become the nation of phoenix. We have learned to rebuild after each catastrophe we face. This current war of Palestine is still ongoing, and hundreds are martyred and injured every day, with little attention from the Western world. Our partners in Indonesia, along with South Africa and other countries in the global South, can teach humanity and solidarity to the whole world. Our vision is clear: to build and enhance the holding environment necessary for the creation of a new business in Palestine. We extend our arms to Palestinian entrepreneurs around the world, inviting them to be architects of change and contributors to the global economy. We believe in building partnerships with the entire world, and we hope that Palestine and Indonesia can work together for the benefit of both countries. Entrepreneurship is not just a buzzword, it is a powerful tool for development. At the heart of it, we have witnessed how entrepreneurs can elevate their own lives and those of their communities. Small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, have the potential to generate employment, lifting entire communities out of poverty. In Palestine, our vibrant workforce is eager to learn and grow, and the success story of gig economy in Gaza and the West Bank is testament to our collective potential. Entrepreneurs by nature find more efficient ways of doing things, introducing new efficiencies that enable them to compete not only locally but also regionally. Take, for example, the thriving delivery businesses and emerging e-commerce and companies in Palestine making their mark on the regional stage. The role of the government is pivotal in creating an environment conducive to business growth. Our focus is on optimizing laws and regulations related to organizing new businesses. We collaborate with partners to design policies that empower entrepreneurs and foster prosperity in Palestine and beyond. In conclusion, the journey ahead is challenging, but the possibilities are limitless. Together with the collective efforts, we will carve a path of prosperity and growth for Palestine and Indonesia. Thank you for being part of this momentous journey, and let us embark on this exciting chapter of entrepreneurship and empowerment together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Osama. Next, we will welcome Mr. Salman Subakat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam kebajikan buat kita semua. Ladies and gentlemen, the esteemed Minister Osama Al-Saadawi from Palestine, I'm deeply honored to be here with you today. A big thank for the Minister for joining us and to everyone who is a part of the vibrant Palestinian ecosystem. Today, I want to share the story of Paragon. Our journey began with just an idea, and from there, we've grown to become the leading in Southeast Asia and Indonesia. It's a story about starting small and dream big. Our encounter with the Palestinian team at the MIT RIP program was a turning point. Their dedication and hard work to improve the startup ecosystem in Palestine inspired us deeply. We saw them a reflection of our beginnings and the challenges that we face. When conflict affected the life of Palestinian friends, we know we couldn't just stand by. With support from Indonesia, Paragon stepped in to help, sending aid twice, including a plane full of supplies. This action highlighted the importance of supporting each other and working together to build stronger communities. Paragon has been in this journey for 39 years, and it's been amazing, right? We've learned that when a company grows beyond even their founder's dream, it because the support of and belief of many people. This is especially true for Palestinian startups. There are millions of people around the world cheering for you, praying for your success, and the talent in Palestine is incredible. And we all need to keep believing in a brighter future and spreading this positive outlook wherever we go. Thank you for Thank you all for making today's event possible. Let's use this opportunity to inspire each others and build lasting connection between Palestine startups and the wider world. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Salman Subakat. So we will give the floors now to our 5 Palestinian entrepreneurs. So like the format of this session, one by one will present about their business and about how they how the conflict manage how the conflict affect their business and how they can manage to overcome the issues that are being posed to their business. And so like we will welcome first of all Mrs. Samah Ayad, the founder of Souk PS.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm so happy to be here with this beautiful audience, actually. And inshallah, I hope to see you one day in Al-Aqsa to pray together and to see our beautiful Palestine. And for sure, to the Church of Nativity together also. I'm a little bit nervous, actually, because there's a huge audience, and I'm so happy. It's honor to be here together with you. Okay, let's talk about Souk. Actually, I'm Samah Ayad, the CEO and co-founder of Souk, which is a full e-commerce solution startup. And today I want to talk about our 2 products that we have in Souk.ps. First of all, we have Souk.ps is a the market share of physical stores and online stores, and to help users to find what site they can build incentive methods that we have in the application. And actually, we are working with global brands like Adidas, Reebok, Skechers, and with 33 local factories in Palestine. And our revenue model is order fees, monthly subscription ads. And actually, after we launched our solution in the market, we discovered that there is a gap in management selling system. So we created SyncMe. SyncMe is a data synchronization tool. It's a SaaS high-tech service that enables brands and retailers to list and sell products across multiple online platforms and gain centralized control over inventory and orders. So simply, if Jimmy, one of our audience, Jimmy has a line, he call it Natasha, and he sell his products in his website, in Shopify, and in Amazon and eBay. So Jimmy has to work on his data entry manually 3 times, and he has to update his information, his inventory, his stock every single time, and he has to hire someone to work on data entry. But by using SyncMe, everything gonna centralize together, and he can make it just one time, and he can sync it with another platforms. This is our dashboard. You can see your analytics using SyncMe, your analytics on all of your platforms. This is the market size. Actually, we're going to launch SyncMe service in the 2nd quarter of this year, inshallah, in Dubai. And like any SaaS service, we are working on subscription, and you can customize your bundle based on your needs, based on your volume, based on your integration, users, and so on. And actually, this is our updated roadmap. Before the war, that the plan was to launch SyncMe in the last quarter by the last year, but alhamdulillah, it's coming, and this is life. So we make it, inshallah. We're gonna launch the SaaS service by the 2nd of this year, because we lost like 3 developers from Gaza. They're still alive, alhamdulillah, but we lost them as a company. And we lost like potential clients that we met in GITEX in October, and we lost like potential investors, but we can do it again. This is Palestine, this is Palestinians, we can do it again, and to work with this beautiful team that we have. Actually, I told them the assets of Souk, they are not just a team, because we do every single thing in Souk just by our hand. We make everything. We have like experience, like 13 years old and 13 years in e-commerce, and we make everything together. This is our CTO George. This is our CPO Lutfi. And our ask is $350K, working on expansion, working on hiring a new team, and working on the clients that we have in our pipeline in Dubai, inshallah. This is Samah Souk. Oh, thank you so much for your time, and thank you. This is my contact. If you want to talk to me, I'm here all the time for everything. Just even if you want to ask me about Palestine, I'm always here.
Thank you very much, Sama. That's really amazing to hear. I have one question for you before we jump to another speaker. Where do you live? I mean, where's the headquarters of Souk.ps?
We are 3 co-founders from Ramallah and Bethlehem, but we're living in Ramallah, and our office is in Ramallah. And
is Ramallah relatively stable right now, or is it in turmoil as well since 7th of October?
Yeah, it's based on the location. Like if we're talking about the villages, if we're talking about the camps, if we're talking about the central city, Ramallah, there's my grandmother, she's living in Qalandia, a camp in Ramallah. It's not safe at all. And my brother lost like 6 of his friends, and he's still 21 years old, and he lost like 6 friends from Qalandia camp. And this is life. This is the refugees' life in camps in Palestine, even in Ramallah. But if we're talking about, like, let's say Masyoun, Tire, the place that there's a lot of ministries there. Yeah, it's stable, it's chill, it's life, but it's based on the situation actually, and it's based on the area that you live in Ramallah. But yeah, this is Ramallah.
MashaAllah, that's amazing. Okay, so we will move to the next startups for now. Let's welcome co-founder of Hakini. So we have Majid Manadre here, and do we also have Sondos Leitat, if she's around?
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
It's great pleasure meeting you, and I'm very proud that this event has more than 340 people. This is really exciting, and we appreciate it a lot as Palestinians. To be honest, it's the first time that I participate in a webinar or an event that has such number of audience. So thank you so much. My name is Majd. I'm a co-founder of Hakini. Hakini is a platform and a start company that offers mental health services in Palestine and in the MENA region, and hopefully to become a global one day. So do you know that there are 1.5 billion people that suffer from mental health challenges each year, but yet 67.5% don't get help? In Palestine, the situation is even worse. In Palestine, there are more than 70% of the population that suffer from mental health challenges and common mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety, but yet more than 90% of the people that need support do not get it. Because of the recent war on Gaza, all the children in Gaza are in need for mental health support. Before the war, it was estimated that there are 500,000 children in Gaza that need mental health support. But after the war and the genocide in Gaza, it is estimated that all of them are in dire need for mental health support. Because of that, Hakini social responsibility, we decided to support the children, workers, and women in Gaza. And so far, we happily and proud were able to reach more than 1,000 beneficiaries through 30 support group sessions on the ground and also to provide mental health support for more than 250 workers that are staying in different cities, especially in Jericho during these times, and they are not able to go back to Gaza. In addition, we launched a toll-free hotline in order to reach out as much people as possible, but because of the lack of connectivity that happened because of the genocide against Gaza, this toll-free hotline now is not working that much, but it is expected that when the situation gets better, more and more people will utilize this service. So mental health is not an issue only in Palestine. It costs the global economy $1 trillion in lost productivity each year. So imagine that a nation that is facing ongoing war and ongoing genocide, how this number could be reflected. At Hakini, we provide mental health services at 3 main levels. We invest in content and self-help tools and guided exercises and programs. In addition, we provide advanced support such as online counseling sessions, and we create partnerships and collaborations with organizations and companies to provide them with webinars, lectures, workshops, and training. This is our mobile application through which you can access our self-help programs and exercises that include pre-recorded exercises based on the cognitive behavioral therapy approach, including meditation, courses about mental health disorders that are common, and other topics that the purpose is to educate people and to raise their awareness about the mental health challenges that we are facing. Because awareness is a key in healing and overcoming the mental health challenges that we have or might have during our life. In the online counseling, we offer people to easily book sessions with licensed counselors, starting from counselors to therapists and psychiatrists. With organizations, we offer workshops, webinars, and trainings and capacity building. In our business model, we have a freemium model as well as a premium model that is based on subscription and commission-based. In addition, we create partnerships with organizations and businesses in contract-based and based on their needs assessment that we do with the HR department. Proudly, we work with these organizations from Palestine and around the world, and we serve many people since our inception, starting from 2019. So far, or specifically in 2023, more than 1 million people used our website and mobile application, and we were able to sign contracts and generate revenues in a value of $255,000. We are raising our second round of investment, $750,000, and $200,000 is already committed from existing investors. This will be invested, especially in Palestine, in terms of increasing access to mental health services and support in order to rebuild Palestine in a better way, and also enable people to heal from the ongoing genocide and enable them to work, learn, and live their life in a better way. This also will enable us to invest in our technology. We started proof of concept using advanced technologies such as virtual reality, as well as diagnosis AI assistant. This is our team. We have more than 20 years of experience in mental health and psychology, and we have more than 15 years of experience in business development and technology development. We are expanding, even though the situation in Palestine currently doesn't allow companies to hire and give opportunities for people. Hakini is continuing to give this opportunity and enable people to work, because we believe that investment today in the mental health would be a great opportunity for the healing and liberation process for Palestinian people in the future. Thank you so much, and feel free to contact me through my email or scan this QR code to get to know our platform in a better way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Maj. One question. How do you monetize the business? Are you relying solely on advertisements, or are participants of your applications need to pay for like monthly subscription or something?
We have several revenue streams. The first one comes from the public audience that uses our platform, and it's based on subscription and commission on the online sessions that they book. In addition, we sign contracts with businesses and organizations. Through these contracts, we agree with them on the services that they would like to get from Hakini, and we grant them access to these services. So these are the main revenue streams.
Thank you so much. Can we please welcome our next speaker, Amer Kurdi, CEO of Adel.
Hello, everyone, and pleasure to be here. I will be presenting from a different account. But again, this is a great pleasure to be amongst our fellow colleagues and friends from Indonesia. It's the first time also to be pitching in front of this massive crowd. I can't imagine it as if I'm standing in front of a stage and seeing this huge crowd. It's such an amazing feeling and exciting to be and pitching a product that we have been working on for so long. So, hello everyone. My name is Amer Kurdi. I'm an attorney with experience more than 15 years, and I'm also the founder and CEO of Adel. Adel is a legal tech that provides user-friendly justice on demand for everyone. So, according to our research, we have identified that around 60% of employees in the MENA region are deprived of their basic employment rights, and that amounts to around $5.6 billion in unclaimed compensations. According to our assessment, in Palestine, the serviceable obtainable market is around 990 million. But due to the current political situation and the war, the Palestinian market was very successful in testing and deploying our product and finalizing, validating, and actually finding the real launchpad that this is the product that we have been aiming for and that we are ready to go to the next market. So our next market will be Saudi Arabia with more than 18.6 million employees, and it is focused to be the leading nation in the MENA region for our product, especially that it is leading the law development. It has a developed court system, online courts. Everything is becoming more digitized, and it is easy for us to disrupt and to provide our legal tech services. So we say that 60% of employees are deprived of their employment rights, and this is due to many reasons. We believe, and we are sure from our market research, that it is due to expensive and time-consuming to find and attain the right attorney, that the legal system is complicated and laws are difficult to understand, and there's lack of awareness to one's rights. Therefore, we came up with a solution that levels the playing field by enabling employees to educate themselves through our blogs, articles that we post on our website. Also, we have built a state-of-the-art claim checker that is based on the law and legal precedent that enables employees through self-service to assess what they're entitled to without the need of anyone, within minutes to assess what they're entitled to, determine type of compensation, and obtain a report of detailing everything. Currently, we're looking to use AI in order to access the Saudi market without the need to use the same methods as we used them previously. Also, we help them to claim their rights to our matchmaking and to enable them to connect to lawyers available online, transparently, affordably, and on demand. So I want to make it clear to everyone that the war on Gaza and what happened to it gave us a time to pause and to take a huge breath. So since 2022 and 23, we have been working tirelessly, developing and providing weeks on weeks with new products and new features. All right. But when the war happened, most of our team was based in Gaza, so they had to flee or move. Thankfully, nobody has inflicted any deaths or casualties, but all of them had to leave. But what I want to say on the bright side is that we as a team took the moment to think and to pause and to position our thinking. We believe that sorry, I went through a different topic, but what I want to say is that this pause had enabled us to think and to reflect on what we have been doing in the past and what we should do in the future. But I will continue and I will finalize this topic later on. So we have two revenue streams, the B2C, which is we take 25% per each consultation. And then there's the B2B, where we offer businesses access to annual subscription so they can have around all around the year access to lawyers where they have anything that arises.
Masalah kalau emang bagus karangannya, cuman asal nulis gitu loh.
Yes. So since we've launched, we have reached more than, actually, these numbers are old. We have reached more than 50,000 visitors. We have generated more than 10,000 reports. We have generated also 700 consultations, more than 2,800 signups and registrations. And we've generated, it's a small amount, but we have generated more than $15,000 in revenue since 2023. We also we aim to seek for an amount of investment of $450,000, where this will go to deployment of our product in the Saudi region. This is our wonderful team. We have Basil Nubani, Chief Marketing Officer, Muhammad Shurab, he's a CTO, Atiya, Nada, Omar, all of these people, Hala, Mamoon, Rawan, they are amazing, wonderful people. Most of our team is based in Gaza. We still maintain connection and make sure that they are fine. But however, we are still continuing. We're not. This war will not make us pause. Just to finalize, the legal industry in the MENA region is an untapped industry. So, and when technology is disrupting it, there is so much opportunity there lying underneath, especially in countries like Dubai, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia, who have a great legal infrastructure that enable any legal tech industry to disrupt and provide innovative legal solutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amer. That is a really inspiring presentation. This has been really an inspiring program, and as we can all see that the chat is like quite crowded with a lot of comments and likes and everything. I will have my questions later because I think we are racing with time. So like we will try to finish the presentations session first, and now let's welcome Sami Abu Hiba, CEO of Jill.
Okay, hello everyone, and thank you so much for having us. First of all, my name is Sami Abu Hiba. I believe my story is a bit maybe different because I was born in Gaza and all my family are located currently in Gaza. I'm only living here with my parents, brothers, but the rest of my big family are still there. We had some murders in my family. We lost some relatives, and obviously we lost our houses. This is very hard on us, especially as an entrepreneur living in Ramallah. I have been living in Ramallah since 1997, and I couldn't visit Gaza since then. Of course, we believe that entrepreneurship is a key to change the world and our country for sure. And thank you so much. Thanks for the Minister of Innovation, Mr. Osama Saadawi, and thank you, Marina, and everyone from Indonesia for supporting us. So I have been teaching Arabic language for people around the world for the last 12 years. And we succeeded to help more than 5,000 people to learn Arabic. And we invented Jeel as a solution, a fully integrated language learning platform to help people learn languages throughout virtual reality, speech and text recognition technology. And this was born after we realized the gap in education in our country and also worldwide. So the main problem we talk about is the traditional online language learning that lacks engagement and is too complex. People who seek to learn languages, they still have anxiety, embarrassment when it comes to practice, and there is a lack of voice and handwriting interaction. Also, it takes too much time and effort and money to gain a language eventually. So at GIL, we created a revolutionary solution that helps learner master a language quickly. That's throughout an immersive 360 scenario that we shoot in real time, real scenario, real videos, and we engage the users to speak with their voice with the actors or teachers inside this scenario, where they get instant feedback on their speaking skills. Also in the future on their writing skills. So this is a demo that we like to show you to clarify the idea. Let me just maximize this.
صباح الخير، كيف بقدر أساعدك؟ مرحبا، صباح النور، عندي حجز ليلة.
مرحبا، صباح النور، عندي حجز ليلة.
أهلا وسهلا، باسم مين الحجز لو سمحت؟ أنا
اسمي أبي. شكرا كثير، نهارك سعيد، مع السلامة.
أهلا وسهلا.
Hello.
We got 81% score.
شكرا.
Okay. Okay, how to minimize this? Okay.
There we are.
صباح الخير، كيف بقدر أساعدك؟
Okay, I want to minimize this. Yes. Okay, wonderful.
مرحبا، صباح النور، عندي.
So as you see here, there is a student who's from America, and she tried to practice her language using this voice recognition technology in a real scenario. And this scenario was for helping students how to book a hotel. And let me highlight this important thing, that all the scenarios we shoot was from real locations in Palestine. And that's something that we wish to do in Gaza, and to see Gaza live here, reserved, that we can still navigate and visit immersively. So this is something we couldn't do, unfortunately, but we still have the chance to cover Palestine all over the West Bank, and hopefully again in Gaza if we can rebuild it soon. So what sets GIL different from other competitors in the market, that GIL uses realistic 360 videos with the voice interaction. We use NLP. They speak freely inside these scenarios. In addition, we have online teachers who can support the students, and this will create huge opportunities, work opportunities for our people. Our business model is B2B and B2C, where you get access freely to the first units, and then you can subscribe monthly or yearly. In addition, for the B2B, we are offering our platform and technology to be used for other schools, universities who wish to use this approach. So this is a huge market that's estimated by $30 billion, which is the e-learning market, and accelerates on 18.77. And the market growth is between 2022 to 2026 is about $29 billion. And the main countries who seeks this is China, India, UK, and Spain, in addition to other countries. So these were the short terms. Before, we already have our application on Android. We still want to develop this to iOS devices. Also, we are looking to build in the future what we call the course builder. The course builder is basically it's a machine where you can just upload any movie or any scenario from any language, and then you can take a result for an interactive scenario like we showed you. Okay, this is the great team behind GIL, consisting great technology backed people like Ahmed Afani, our CTO. Muhammad Abu Hebe is the production manager, software engineer Arwa, marketing specialist Lana, from Jordan, and Murid Attar as well for the web design. GIL seeks an investment of $1 million that helps us to expand to more languages. And also, this is a solution for our people today that can replace the current educational system that students cannot reach schools due to the closure of between our cities. You may know recently that our cities cannot be reached, recently because of the checkpoints, and to offer an immersive virtual reality solution that can add all the topics from the school. This is a goal that we seek to have also with the Ministry of Education in Palestine and with your help, inshallah. Thank you so much. This is my contact. I'm looking to hear from you, and thanks for listening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sami. That's, again, really inspiring. Okay, let's continue with our next speaker first, Mr. Yakub Tahan, who is the co-founder and GM of Shop Fever.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, everybody. It's overwhelming to see such a huge crowd. I will be presenting to you today my project, Shop Fever. Okay? And I'll start the presentation by telling you a story. The story is about Hiba, whose child has already grown up. She has a stroller in a good condition. She decides to sell it. So she posts it on social media, but only a few friends saw her post, and none of them interested in buying a stroller. Now, this is Haya, Hiba's sister, who has a small store in the neighborhood. She wanted to increase sales and to have more clientele. So she hires a graphic designer, a social media expert, starting posting on social media. And to reach a target, you have to spend money and to promote your post. So she spent a lot of money on her advertisements. Many people saw the advertisement, but none of them living in the neighborhood or near the store where she is located. And this is where we see that a solution like Shop Fever fits, because Shop Fever is based on geolocation. It's a free, simple, and fun classified ads website and mobile application where you can freely buy and sell either new or used items locally. We tried to come up with a solution that is modern, intuitive, very simple to use. It has a great user experience based on geolocation, has a secure internal chat, not to expose your private information to everybody. You have many ways to filter results. It suggests products based on your searches, and most importantly, it's free. Now, the ad spending in digital classified market is a $21 billion market and growing to 23 billion by 2027. And this market has 26 unicorns. Now, what is worth mentioning is that the 26 unicorns are located in 16 countries and not entirely dominated by the United States, which is the case of most of the businesses. This means that everybody has a chance. Now, this map shows how a competitor dominates over 50% of the market. But what is important about this map is to see how the Middle East lack major players in the classified ads digital industry. Shop Fever was launched in September 2022. So far, we have achieved more than 400,000 downloads. We have 80,000 registered users. We have more than 100,000 items that has been posted. We are currently working in Palestine and Jordan, and soon we will be expanding to Egypt and Arabia Saudi. Now, how do we generate revenue? Now, we generate revenue by highlighting a post or by acquiring a premium membership, and in the future, hopefully, we'll be charging a fee for delivery services, online payments, and we will introduce advertising. This is the team behind Shop Fever, a team of well-experienced people, everybody in his field. And in addition to the business that we are offering, we are also proud that we produce a positive environmental impact, because second-hand shopping helps save the planet by reducing waste, reducing pollution, saving natural resources, and saving energy. And this is something that we raise awareness to. We promote campaigns telling people how what the second effect is, and how can shop fever contribute to increasing awareness on the environmental impact. This is a very short video I'm going to show you about how we raise awareness to the local society.
ظروف حياتنا دمر بيئتنا، والدمار اللي تسبب مش راح نقدر نصلحه. بدنا كل شيء جديد، بدنا سيارات جديدة، بدنا أحدث الأجهزة، بدنا دائما نكون على آخر الموضة. بس في طريقة بنقدر نقلل فيها من الضرر البيئي الناتج من استهلاكنا، وعشان نخفف إنتاج ونقلل من النفايات بدنا نعيد استعمال اللي أنتجناه. بشتري كرسي مستعمل وبنقل شجر، بشتري بلوزة مستعملة، موبايل إيد تاني، وبكالية جاري القديم. حمل تطبيق شوب كيبر عشان تبيع أغراضك اللي مش محتاجها وتلاقي كتير أغراض عم بتدور عليها. الجديد اليوم إنه ما نشتري جديد.
We are very proud that it was Najla Abdul Latif who contributed to this video. She is a very well-known Palestinian environmental activist. She created a blog called Zero Waste Palestine that everybody here follows. And that's Shop Fever in a nutshell. Thank you very much for listening. You can always reach us at info@shopfever.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jakub. Okay, so we have finished like our second session of presentations from this amazing 5 resilient startups of Palestine. I have 2 questions for all of you, for 5 of you, and then after these 2 questions, I will give permission to everyone who is attending here to ask questions to each of you or to all 5 of you. So the first one is, so I have been to Gaza and to the West Bank actually in 2012 and 2019 respectively. And the very first thing that came to my mind when I visited these places is that I'm amazed at how normal the situation is, because, you know, Palestine is almost like in a crisis situation, right? So like I'm really amazed at how businesses are still running, economy is still running, everything, school, everything is running like normal. And even now we have all of you, like five of you here presenting to us about business models as if you are not living in one of the most places with a dire humanitarian situation. So actually, like my question is simple: why do you do business? Like why not just I don't know, maybe apply for a job in a government, or even, you know, just like wait until everything is settled and until everything is stable. And I don't know, maybe it's a really naive question, but I always want to ask this to all Palestinians. And yes, I'm giving the question to each of you, maybe starting from Sama all the way to Jakub. Okay.
Actually, no, the life is not normal at all. And we stopped working for 2 months after the war is starting. And we discovered that the war is still working and everything is still happening in Palestine, and we cannot survive. And if we stopped our work, we're gonna close our companies and say goodbye top salaries for everyone, and we're gonna make something so bad for us, for our employees, and for our users. So we decided to come back to the company to start working and to change some strategies. As Amr said, we start to think out of the box how to generate money even from outside of the country to pay salaries for our employees that we have, because we have like it's not optional to stop working. It's not optional. This is our dreams that we are working for 3 years to make it happen, to make it live. It's like a baby that we do a lot to make him like in a good way, wearing a good clothes. Like it's like a baby, And you know, like as Jill said before, Sami, he has a family in Gaza, so he has to send the money to them. Like we have families. We have families to work with them. We have families. We have responsibilities in life to pay bills from these startups. So actually, no, the life is not normal at all. And like I told you before, like I lost 5 employees, 3 from Gaza and 2 from West Bank, because I don't have that huge or that potential to make them work. But we decide to come back and to work again. And based on the question that why we are not employees and so on, actually I feel like it's a big decision to make it in your life. But when you make it, you have to know that Allah chose you to make something, because you have the potential to give opportunities to 9 or 10 employees in this area. Like I'm giving 9 employees salaries, I'm giving them like life, I'm giving them opportunities in Palestine, I'm giving them the decision to be in Palestine, not to decide I want to go to Dubai or I want to go to America to looking for opportunity in life. And I feel like we are creating like opportunities and jobs. And this is like, we're gonna build this country, not anyone else. This is Palestinian youth who's working and working and working here in Palestine. Because all the time in Gaza, they said like, we lost one of our friends from Turud startup. All of us know him. He was like, I was like, oh my God, we lost not just a dream, we lost someone like working all the time. I remember him, I remember him last year. We were in 3 accelerators, and one of the event, he was like sleeping in the session, like, oh my God, you know, we are working all the time. We are doing a lot of sessions. We have a lot of dreams, and then at the same time we have salaries to pay, and we're still like 26 years old. Like all of this pressure with 26 years old. Yani, I feel like my body is screaming like, Sana, stop doing that for me. But this is our life. It's not normal at all. I don't like, I hope everything is khalas, shut down, everything like to close and to take like a nap in front of all of this. But this is what happened. I think I'm talking about all of you, because I know all of us in Palestine, like working all the time, because this Palestine need us. That's it. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sama. Maj, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, no problem. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for this question. I think it's obligation for the Palestinians to work and innovate. It's part of our liberation, at least if we don't have a superpower country and we are living under occupation. So at least we need to work. It's our part of liberation process that we create jobs, that we innovate, that we create solutions for our community. For our experience in Hakini, it's very important because mental health is very much affected during these times. So it's our responsibility to offer and increase the access to mental health services and support, especially for people in Gaza. And because of that, we decided to work around the clock, 7 days, sometimes a week. We created a huge community of mental health professionals. More than 200 Palestinians professionals from the West Bank and Gaza, in order to address the need for mental health support and services during these terrible times. So I think it's also part of the liberation that we also export our services, export our talents, export our products, and then we enhance and improve our economy, because our economy is restricted. It's we don't have really have borders. So our count on the professional talent that can create solutions using technology, and through them to offer services in Palestine and globally, and enhance the economy as well. So I think we can go and find work and the jobs, but I think the people here have the mindset that they want to create something and to move forward in creating jobs, creating opportunities, and also not only consuming solutions from outside, but also offering solutions to the Palestinians and outside world. And we have seen how important it is. Like we are seeing how UNRWA is struggling because we need this support from outside today.
Okay, thank
but
you
if we don't
much.
take this, thank you.
Okay, thank you much. Sorry, your signal I think is breaking up. But
Can you hear me
yeah,
better now?
Yes, we heard you. Yeah. Can we go to Amr?
Yes, sure. You asked a very good question, saying how you can develop and work on such innovative ideas and products within this current situation, even and make it look so normal. I want to say that according to statistics, 2023, that around 96% of Palestinians are educated. So we are one of the most educated nations in the Arab world. We pose, and most Palestinian youth are very talented. Okay, and to overcome such challenges, especially challenges related to movement, social and economical and political challenges, we have found that the internet has enabled us to connect with the whole wide world, and also to connect. Adil, as for example, we don't have an office, okay? Our team is online. We meet online. We have daily sessions online. We have meetings online. We use technologies such as Jira, just as Miro, just as Google Drive to document and have a virtual office. So what enabled what I want to say is that Palestinians have overcome the challenge by using and utilizing the internet, and especially Gazans who are restricted from movement, they cannot travel. And within the past 20 till to October, Gazans were one of the most important resource for all startups in Palestine and the region, where they have provided a lot of talent and resources, especially in the tech field. So that's my answer briefly to your question.
That's a great answer, Amr. Thank you so much. Can we go to Sami, please?
Yes, Marina. So thanks again for the great question, and my colleagues here said it all, but I want to add something very important. To understand the reality of war we are facing is not just bombing and airstrikes on our people. No, it's beyond that. And it's been said, if you want to destroy a nation, then you have to start with three things. You have to demolish the family, and then you have to demolish the education, and then you have to demolish the qudwa. What's the qudwa, guys?
Leadership.
Role model, yes. And this is what's happening here in Palestine. It's not just bombing the houses and streets. This is the war on these three things. And our responsibility here as startups, I believe that every and each one of us is aiming to improve one of these things, either on education, economy, family, or role model. And especially for us on GIL, we believe that education is the very first important thing, and this is our focus. So it's not just like I wanna have a salary by the end of the month, and I wanna help my family in Gaza, or my family here, or my people here. No, it's a belief. This is the resilience that we have, that we must change this reality, this war against our people, throughout the tools, the skills that we have. And as Amir said, this is one of the most educated countries in the Arab world, and maybe worldwide as well. And Palestinians are known with their amazing skills and great achievement. So we are continuing this mission. We are not giving up, despite of everything is happening. We are losing people, souls. Imagine that you lose family. So when you lose someone that you love, like a colleague, a family member, or who else, what do you think you can do in response to that? You die here, you sleep, you shut down? No, this makes us stronger. This makes us more resilient. And voila, here we go. There is 1,000 people watching us today. Thanks for everybody's watching. I ask you all to spread the word and to tell everyone what you heard today. And hopefully we can change this together. Thank you so much, Marina.
That's an amazing answer, Sami. Can we please go to Yakub?
Yes, Marina, I think my colleagues have mentioned almost everything, but what I wanted to add is that Palestine is a very small economy. That's number one. Number two, 90 to 95% are small to medium-sized enterprises, companies. So big companies who can give you good career paths are minimum. You have the banking system, you have the communication system, and you have some industries that can offer you a good job with some kind of stability, but that's it. And that does not cover all the university graduates or all the people seeking employment. Unemployment rate in Palestine is over 25%. So there is not a lot of open opportunities for young people to find stable or good jobs in big companies. That's number one. And number two, the economic situation, the political situations make it highly unstable. And it's an economy where you have no control over neither your borders nor on your natural resources. So innovation, entrepreneurship is one of the vias that young people choose in order to find a career path. And not only looking at the Palestinian economy, but targeting the entire Middle East. As people here are educated, they come up with their innovative ideas, they learn a persistency because they have been suffering a situation that is not normal throughout their own lives. So they have the capacity to come up with projects, build on them, and this is one of the ways they can guarantee a life, create opportunities, and target the Middle Eastern economy entirely.
Thank you so much, Yakub. Are you finished with the hello?
Yes, I'm done. Okay. If you have more questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Okay. Wow. Amazing presentations and answers from all of you five. I'm just so amazed and mind blown that to actually realize that business, entrepreneurship, and let's say being normal and doing day-to-day life is actually the core Palestinian resilience and resistance in a way, because you're going to show the whole world the occupation that you are is running now ownership. So are really amazing answers, guys. So I will open the floor to everyone who wants to ask a question, but I will have one rule because we have a limited time here. So everyone who has a question, please direct the question to one person or to one startup, because then we don't have to have like 5 answers lining up. So please, if you can direct your question to one person only. Maybe Jeff, as the co-host, can you please pick somebody?
Okay, Mr. Ahyar.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
Mr. Ahyar, yes.
Okay. This is for Mr. Salman Subakat. I was interested in your Instagram post about modesty. can you explain more about modesty related to your company, Paragons, from the beginning until now, and to all of startup from Palestine? May Allah bless you, and we Indonesian people always support you. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
my brothers. Actually, Akhir is my friends from the high school. I think what modesty means to us or to Paragon is even that we are big, maybe we acquire so many knowledge is more something that we don't know than we know. Some like Paragon is only like 10,000 people, but there is million knowledge that we have to acquire, and even the richest man in the world cannot solve one single problem in the world. So I think we're living in the world that like putting great people in the front of a magazine like the richest man in the world, but actually one people cannot solve even a single big problem in the world. This modesty that are very contextual with this meeting. I think with this event, that's modesty for now, Ahyar.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, everyone.
Yep.
Next question, Sophie Ananda.
Okay, thank you so much for the
I
opportunity.
think we lost the connection with Pak Salman.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Sophia Nandaridwan and I'm from Brawijaya University. I have a question to to the founder of SUB, Miss Sama Ayat, maybe. Actually, this is a general question, but I was wondering, with all the war and crisis conditions that are being experienced right now, how do you overcome the crisis within the company, and is it possible for your company to implement like the CSR or the corporate social responsibility? Thank you.
Great question.
Okay, Sophie, can you ask one more?
Okay. So my question is, with all the war and crisis conditions that are being experienced right now, how do you overcome the crisis within the company, and is it possible for your company to do like the CSR or the corporate social responsibility?
Okay. Actually, with the crisis, we cannot make like social responsibilities to the community, but we all the time have the plans to do it. But yeah, the crisis, like we can like make something based on awareness. We can make something based on the mental health of the employees, but not more than this, because the situation not that amazing to do it. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your answer.
Okay, thank you, Sophie. Next question, Alif.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My question is gonna be directly to Mr. Majid Mahadre, co-founder of Hakini. So I would like to know the fundamental that I need to prepare as a future entrepreneur, because I wanna build a startup in the future. So I wanted to know from Mr. Hakini, Mr. Majid, what else I so to be, need to prepare other than mental of entrepreneurship. And other thing that I want to know is, I have seen a lot of startup is even they have such a really good intention or holy purpose, they have not been able to sustain themselves because of their maybe money, or because they don't have able to get a money resource, and eventually they get out compete and stand out from the business. That's it from me. Shukran for the opportunity.
Thank you. So if I get your question, you're asking how we are going to be sustainable in the future? Sure. So we started with zero revenues from 2019. And today we reached $255,000 in revenues. I think there was a confusion between social responsibility and and doing business. In Palestine, everything is under social responsibility. So whatever you create, it gets back to the responsibility of improving the economy, improving the community, improving education, improving mental health. Whatever you do for Palestine is under the umbrella of social responsibility. Because we are a country under occupation, so we cannot allow ourselves to be just money machines without an empathy toward our people or toward the other communities or countries around us. So the importance of mental health played very, very important role in these days because of the huge need. So we intervened. And if you ask us how we are going to be sustainable after these interventions, a lot of organizations want to work with us because of the knowledge that we have, because of the work that we do today. And later on, they will need our expertise to deliver such interventions if they are the UNICEF, the UN, the other international organizations that want to work on the ground. And they would like to partner with Hakini in order to deliver this work and reach as much beneficiaries as possible. Thank you.
Next for Marta Bella.
Okay, thank you, and Mr. and Mrs. I have question with Mrs. Samar. How do you manage in position yourself, and how to you'll be the best person? Okay, thank you, Miss.
How to present yourself and
how will be the best person? Thank you.
Actually, Marta, is all the time is hard to be a woman working on startup and to be a leader, make something change in the world. But if you have like a clear vision and mission in your life and you believe in it and you have that strong personality to do it, it's gonna be easy for you. And you have all the time to use social media and LinkedIn to talk about your work, to make people take you, like make them to take you like super serious in your life, in their lives and in work. And I'm sorry to say that, but sometimes we have to wear like high heels to make them like take us like serious, not having like baby face and so on. And just be strong, believe in yourself, and you're gonna make something special in life. Just believe in that, and do your social media posts all the time about your achievements, your success, and show people the success that you have, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Samar. See you next time.
Thank you, Marta, also Sama. Next, Halimatu Sadia.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Hello, my name is Halimatu Sadia. I'm from Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University. I wanna ask to Mr. Sami Abu Heiba. The question is, as we know that currently internet is limited in Palestine, so how does your company overcome that? Because the platform use online, and there are any program that can be done?
Okay, thank you. Just to understand the question, how our company is overcoming the obstacles currently? Yeah. Okay. Well, there is a lot of challenges nowadays, especially due to the war and the political situation we are living. But at least we are trying to keep our self motivation and to keep a reason to work. As Samah said before, we have to help our families, people, and at least the team who works on our platform. So one of the things actually we chose to implement is to apply our skills as a startup to help other startups or companies, local companies in the markets, especially when it comes to sales. Because if you don't generate income, that will end your venture soon. So at least we started to do this to help others increase their sales. And during the war itself, since October until today, we are proud to say that we helped more than 20 companies to keep going on their sales and to increase their sales. This is something maybe looks, like a pivot or something, but it's actually, there is a noise. Okay, so this is not a pivot. This is where when you have a startup since 4 or 5 years, and as a startup in the tech sector, it's not just an application you have on the mobile. This means that you have more than an app running. This means you have the essentials on how to build this company, how to sustain this company. You have sectors when it comes to marketing, sales, etc., etc. So when we realize that other companies in the market are dying, literally dying, running out of business. Okay, some of the companies they have 70% decrease in their sales. Okay, this is where we step in and we offer help and we encourage them to keep going. And we realize that most of these companies just need, an emotional motivation. They need support in the first place. Maybe Majd al-Hakimi realized this the most, but we should stay together, support each other, and we just decide not to die today. Okay, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sami. Thank you, Halima. Next, Imam Mahesa.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Actually, my question is going to Miss. Okay, Samayat. In this question, I would like to ask about you are as the founder of Souk, right? It was founded on 2021, and in that situation, as we know, on the 2021 itself, it was what is that? The pandemic still everywhere, and yeah, I know you have faced a lot of challenges when you built your company. The question that I want to ask is, how can you deal with the situations, especially in your country, Palestine? And yeah, I just want to know about it. And could you give us especially for the young people in here, maybe the motivational quotes from you to make us spirit in our life. Thank you.
Okay, I want to tell you something. Souk was my project for graduation from the university. So we can make something in life. So just feel that again. And you have to be experienced in the thing that you want to do in life. So work after the university and work until you're studying in the university and make some experience to make something amazing in life. And these crises learn us how to have that strategic mindset to do the right things in the bad situations all the time. So and this mindset comes from experience. So I advise you to have a lot of things that can make good experience for you. I remember the corona was coming and we want to launch Souk based on the situation, and the situation was not that good, but at the same time after corona there were the mindset to buy online because the coronas happened. So again, experience can give you a good strategic planning mindset to do everything. Just experience. So go and work when you are studying now and after the university, and then make something for yourself, not after the university على طول, directly. Yes, that's it. And I want to say hi to that group who's wearing the watermelon t-shirt. It's amazing. We love you guys, and we wish you a good future in future, inshallah.
Okay, thank you, Sama. Also, Imam. Next, maybe from Zion and the group.
Hello, guys. We are from. I wanna ask for Ahmed and Jacobs. For now, as we know, the conditions very mengkhawatirkan. And then I wanna know if you build a strategy for now, what you choose for a long term or short term, and can you spill the best practice for strategy? And I don't know about idea and strategic long term or short term, and you can explain if you face it the moment, face it the trouble, face it the obstacle. What should I do? What should you do? Thank you, guys.
I'm not sure I understood the question correctly. You're talking about the challenges that faces a startup the first year?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
for your startup or the business.
Yeah, actually, this is not my first startup. I had previous startups, and the most important thing is, or what I learned throughout the career of building or starting companies, is that you need to have a lot of patience, because normally you plan that things will happen in a month or two, and they take more than a year to achieve certain goals that you have put to yourself. So before starting a startup, you have to know that it needs a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, and you need to have also the financial resources, because many startups are great with great ideas, but they lack having enough resources for continuity. So for cash flow problems, or for not being able to pay employees because they expected things to be achieved on a very short term, that's what makes most of the startups fail. So the most important aspect is when you are in the planning phase, saying, okay, what if I don't achieve this milestone in 2 months, and it takes me 4 months or 6 months or maybe a year? Will I be able to survive as a startup or not? You have to prepare all the necessary resources for having continuity for your operations to go on. I have known several startups here that they were doing great businesses, but not able to demonstrate the potential at the very first beginning, so they failed to get investment for them to continue. So plan well, take into consideration that things might not happen in the time frame that you have set to yourself, and plan for very long term before start. You start, everybody's enthusiastic at the beginning, and everybody lives in a dream, but not always dreams come true. So be patient, do the proper planning, and give yourself enough time to achieve what you want. And if you don't have these resources, maybe it's better starting later on, when you can manage, when you can convince an angel investment, or when you have enough capacity yourself to be operational for a longer period, just because things take time. This is my advice to everybody who wants to start a business. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. Amer, maybe some addition from you? Yes.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I believe that any person who wants to, who has an inner calling to be an innovator and to provide a solution, has always to have an eye to the problem. So one session I had early on in my life when I came back from university, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. There was this kind of inner calling that I wanted to be an innovator. And I really had role models from different regions of the world where I see a lot of successful people who impacted millions of individuals. So I wanted to go on that journey. So I had the opportunity to join a session where one of the technical experts from WhatsApp was here in Palestine, and he said something really interesting. He said, when you walk in the street, you have to look into the problems, and in problems lies the opportunities. So if you see and every day list these problems in a table and look for a solution for each problem. Once you find that this problem is your inner calling and that solution is your calling and that you want to go and solve this problem, then you have a business. But in order to do so, you have some more homework and some validation to conduct. So you put some market research, you do some assumptions, and then you validate. So there's a lot of steps into that. But what I want to say is that if you have the intention to be an innovator, you need to first look for the problem. And if this problem affects millions of people, then here you go, you have a business. But you need to make sure that you study your market correctly, and you know what your competitors are doing and what things you should do differently in order to be an innovator. That's from my side.
Okay, thank you, Amir, for the answer. Zain, it's okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the answer. Thank you for the advice. God bless you all. See you.
Okay, next question from Haris, please.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask Mr. Yaakob from Shopify. Just a bit question. As I know, Shopify is kind of e-commerce. Sorry, hello? Is my voice clear?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so as I know, one of the things that should e-commerce have is reliable on the delivery and the logistic. But that's the thing that I want to ask. How is the logistic delivery or supply chain in Palestine in this current situation, in this crisis, and how you overcome that situation as in Shopify? Thank you.
Haris, thank you for your question. We are a platform that connect buyers to sellers, so we don't intervene actually in the actual sale itself. We organize the products based on the geolocation to show you the items that are nearer to, so that the transaction is easier because you will be selling things in your locality. We are targeting people who have things at home, clothes that they are not using, electronic appliances, things like that. So you have something that is still in a good condition, you're not using it, you post it. Your neighbor is the first one who's going to see that. And we connect both parts, the buyer and the seller, so that they do the transaction themselves. The transaction is done physically on the ground, not through the application. We do not interfere in the sale itself. We have plans in the future to include delivery. So if an item is interesting for you, you can purchase it online, and then somebody comes to pick it up and take it from your house to the buyer and delivers it. This is something that we don't have now, but it's something that we are planning in the future. That's number one. Number two, when you are asking about delivery here in Palestine, Palestine is a very special country when it comes to mobility. There is total separation between West Bank and Gaza, and even more now because of the war. So items do not flow freely between West Bank and Gaza. Every time there is a need for transferring products or whatever, they need special permits. So people who here are used that when you need something from Gaza, you have to get it from Gaza, from the West Bank, from the West Bank, and even between the West Bank, you have to go through a lot of settlements, a lot of checkpoints, a lot of. So in concerning delivery, this country is peculiar, not like any other country in the future in the world. Within the restriction that we have, some companies do delivery, trying to overpass these obstacles, but only West Bank is in West Bank. Even contact between Jerusalem and the West Bank is not that easy. There are special invoices for you to do the purchases from Jerusalem and transfer them to the West Bank. But Shopkeeper is not only targeting Palestine, it's targeting other countries. We are also working now in Jordan. In the future, we will go into other. Our goal is to be the classified ads marketplace #1 in the entire Middle East. And each country has its own peculiarities. So whenever we go to a country, we study the current situation, we see what suppliers or providers can give us solutions, and we work with it. So this is my answer. Palestine is peculiar, but then we will be working in other countries.
Okay, thank you. Next, the question from Grahadea from Setara Bandung.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I would like to ask to Mr. Amir from the startup called Adel. I actually pretty curious, yeah, about the in micro, yeah, in micro. But basically, I've been hearing from the previous speakers that most of the time, all the situations, all the supply chains and etc., you face many challenges that we don't even understand. Yeah, actually, but so kudos for you guys. I'm very inspired, yeah, by you guys basically to run the startup ecosystem in Palestine. But basically, I would like to ask about the current trend actually, and in Indonesia, many startups are moving towards impactful and sustainability, yeah. And how do you guys in Palestine are there also specific metrics, yeah, in terms of sustainability, eco-friendliness, and green economy, and things like that, basically. That's all. Thank you. That's all, Mr. Jeff.
Okay. Thank you. Amer, please, the insight.
I did not grasp the whole question, but from what I understood from your from the question is that how do you ensure that there is sustainability in the offering of your startup?
In terms of green economy, of course, SDGs and impact startups, are there also the trends over there? That's the question. Thank you.
Yeah. Great question. So one of the programs I joined early on was a program designed from the United States to help entrepreneurs understand what is entrepreneurship. All right. So, and one of the main pillars of that program is to make you align with human goals. So the sustainable development goals that have been issued by the UN. So, and one of these goals is that, okay, you have the problem and you need to align that problem with which goal does it achieve. So, and during that workshop, I had to go and read the United Nations social and development goals and to align it with what I am doing. And it actually gives you a real calling that you're actually solving a global issue. So I remember that one of the goals that I was solving was goal number 8 and goal number 9, which are access to work and access to justice, and that they are actually prevailing needs that people need solutions to. So my suggestion is that for any entrepreneur who wants to solve the problem, also to align that this problem is actually that this problem can be aligned with United Nations development goals, and this gives you a powerful calling and a greater mission to achieve.
Thank you. Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I need to interrupt here because we are close to our closing time at 5:30 Indonesian time. So we have another 5 minutes. So this has been like an amazing dialogue. Thank you very much for everyone who is involved in this conversation. Amazing, guys. Kudos. And so yeah, just maybe to close the program, I would also like to say that, Indonesian commitment for Palestine is very strong. It's even embedded in our constitution. So now that we have heard all the businesses that you do in Palestine, we please consider to have Indonesia as maybe your partner, or also we are a very big market demand as well. You are always very welcome in Indonesia, and I hope that we can continue this connection that we have right now. We're going to think about the platform, yes, also feel free to contact any of us, either from Indonesia or from Palestine. We are all friends now because of these events. Okay, so I'm going to close the session. Mr. Salman or Mr. Osama, do you have a closing remarks?
I will try my best, Marina. Thank you very much for this event. Beyond my imagination, we all very engaged and resonate. All the audience, yeah, it's true. AK, you can imagine there are 400, 1,000 people around the world. The connection is real and sincere. Hopefully, we meet again in a really better condition. Our prayer for you all, Palestinian and all Indonesia, is with you all. And I think all Indonesian talent is ready to collaborate and learn from you. You all very articulate. I said in the group, we can learn from each others, and the startup ecosystem in Indonesia is really growing. As you see, we have so many unicorns, and I think we can have your global access, and Indonesian talent will be a very good combination. Thank you, Alhamdulillah. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salman. Jeff, can we have, before everyone is leaving the room, we should take a group photo.
Sure, Marina. Let's take a group photo. Yes. Okay. Okay. We will maybe count back. Yeah. In 5. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 1. Let's go, Mr. Dhoni.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, have you sprint screen all? This is many slide yet. 20 slide. Okay.
Yes, 7.
7. Oh, in you 7. Okay. Okay. In me. Okay. Thank you, Marina. We have captured all the group photo.
That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm officially closing the session. So to any of you who wants to leave the room, you can do so. And anyone who still wants to stay in the room, maybe chat with one another, please do so as well. Thank you very much for all the attention, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the committee.
Thank you
so much.